Folks, you're relying on a sale that may never happen. I'll get into that. And then the latest home prices and insights for condos across the GTA for week ending June 26, 2024. I was speaking with somebody recently who bought pre-construction a few years ago. It's D-Day right now, it's closing time, and this buyer of the pre-construction condo paid about $1 million for it. He has put down 20% leading up to, well, through the whole down payment process, about 20% down. So paid $1 million, put $200,000 down, and he's not qualifying for a mortgage right now. Bad situation to be in. And his whole attitude is I'm just not going to close. I'm going to tell the builder that, you've got $200,000 of my money. That's 20%. I don't think the market has come down 20% is this person's attitude. And so the builder should just deal with it. And maybe once the builder sells it, I'll get some money back. Because it's not, the market hasn't come down 20% is his attitude. Through that conversation, I kept saying, you should talk to your lawyer, you should talk to your lawyer, you should talk to your lawyer. But let's put all the legal ramifications aside just for a minute, because that's not what I want to talk about. And there are plenty of legal ramifications in this situation. This buyer's whole solution is based on the builder selling the condo. I'm going to show you in the numbers shortly that in the downtown core, only 1.5% of the condos are selling on a weekly basis. Basically, 1.5 condos out of every 100 are selling every single week. Can you imagine? 1.5%? That's it. That's how low the sales are for condos in downtown Toronto. So this buyer who's not closing, his whole attitude is the builder should just take their condo back and sell it and give me whatever is left over, the surplus of my deposit. The builder just might not be able to sell the condo or not be able to sell it at any time soon. To be only 1.5 of all condos being sold, how low do you have to put that price? And you're competing with the resale market, which we know are better deals. The whole attitude of this person is just flawed. And again, I'm not even talking about the legal ramifications. I'm talking about just the ability to sell the condo right now. That's in question. The builder may not, even if they tried, unless they give it away and make it so extra attractive, and we're talking price here, it's a brand new condo, we're talking price, how's the builder going to sell it? That's the question, and you'll see more in the numbers when I get into them shortly. It's not looking good for the condo business. If you think this video can help somebody please pass it along. If you get value from what we're talking about, subscribe. If you want to speak with me about your real estate situation, selling, buying, it's really simple. Up here, there's a link to my calendar. Below this video in the description, there's a link to my calendar. Click on that, book a time that's convenient for you. And we'll talk about whatever's on your mind. Now, let's get into the numbers. Here we go, folks. Condos across the GTA. We're going to be focused on City of Toronto condos, York Region condos, Peel Region condos, Toronto, York Region. Average prices seem to be trending down. Peel Region, what's going on? Peel Region seems to be making a comeback. Let's look a little bit closer. We're going to start off with City of Toronto only. 160 condos were sold. Now, prior to that, we're in the low 200s. It seemed kind of normal for about 4 weeks. This week, sales dropped. I can't say for sure if that's a trend yet. We'll have to see over the next few weeks, but we went from 216 down to 160. The amount of condos selling at $1 million or more, that's been trending down. 20 sold at $1 million or more. Average sold price has been trending down. Average sold price is now $710,000 for the average condo apartment sold across the city of Toronto. $710,000 is 7% lower than where the price was this time a year ago. The median price is 5% lower. If you look at the dotted line, that's the 4-week moving average. Both median and average prices are trending down gradually, slightly. It's not an aggressive drop, but trending down. 160, we said were sold. 31% sold at list price or more. Listings are down, and active listings, the amount of properties or the amount of condos available for sale, that continues to trend upwards. At this stage of the game, for week ending June 26th, there are 5,725 available condo apartments for sale just in the city of Toronto. 5,725. I'm going to go back a slide. Only 160 were sold. 5,725 are available for sale. 160 sold, 57 available for sale. Lots of choices. Months of inventory, way up there at 8.3 months of inventory. Months of inventory is kind of how we put a number to supply and demand. Supply being active listings, demand being what are actual sales. So if nothing changes and we take a snapshot as of this moment, if we continue to only sell or buy 160 condos every single week, based at the current level of how many are available for sale, it's going to take us 8.3 months to sell out everything. That's a long time. That is very much a buyer's market where buyers have choices. And in a buyer's market, prices tend to come down. But that's the whole city. Let's look a little bit closer at the city broken down into 9 different sections. We said that all of Toronto for condos is 8.3 months of inventory. Scarborough, it's 4.2. Scarborough is outperforming the whole city. We look at areas like Etobicoke, excuse me. We look at areas like Etobicoke sitting at 14.1 months of inventory, not outperforming, doing worse than the whole city as an average. We look at Midtown, 5.6 months of inventory, Uptown, 6.7 months of inventory. But downtown, where the lion's share of the condos are sold, where the lion's share of the condos are put up for sale, 33 were sold. There are 2,224 available for sale. Only 1.5% of the condos that are for sale are selling on a weekly basis. 1.5%. Out of every 100, 1.5 are being sold. Months of inventory for downtown is 15.6 months of inventory. Basically, it's 1 year and 3.5 months if things stay at the current pace. If only 33 get bought and sold every single week, and we continue with the 2,224 available for sale, it'll take us more than a year and 3 months to sell out everything. It's a challenge if you're looking to sell a condo in downtown Toronto. You got to get it right, is all I'm going to say. It's possible to sell, but you got to get it right. York Region condos, 36 were sold. 36 is a hat trick. 3 weeks in a row, we've sold 36 condos in 1 week. 3 of those were at $1 million or more. Average sold price trending down over the last few weeks. It's now at $686,000. 686 is 4% lower year over year. The median price is 9% lower. Now, average price, you could see it's pretty clear. Average price is trending down. Median price over the last month and a half or so looks like it's creeping up a bit, trending up. 36 are sold, 31% sold at list price or more. Listings are down, active listings are up, and months of inventory holding steady as it was from the previous week at 5.5 months of inventory. Months of inventory is trending up. Peel region condos. Before the week we're in, sales were trending down, but this week, I don't know what happened. 45 condos were sold, which is much higher, close to double of what we sold the previous week. 2 of those condos were at $1 million or more. Average price also is up, and it has been for a few weeks in a row now, sitting at $621,000. I put a what with a question mark. I don't have an explanation. It could be one weird, freaky week. We'll see what happens over the next few weeks. But that's what's happening in Peel region when it comes to condos. 621,000 is 5% lower than where we were this time a year ago. The median price is 3% lower. 45 were sold, 22% sold at list price or more. Listings, they're up from the previous week, down from before that. Active listings is creeping upwards. Months of inventory did come down because of the jump in sales. We went from 26 to what did we do? 40 or something like 46. But 4.1 is now the months of inventory based on the current data. Before that, we were hovering in the high 5 months of inventory. So we're sitting somewhere between a balanced market and a buyer's market, if I was to be a little bit more specific when it comes to condos. Here's a quick summary. City of Toronto, 8.3. York region, 5.5. Peel region, 4.1. In most cases, you're going to see almost for sure a balanced market when it comes to condos. But in many cases, you're going to be in a buyer's market environment when it comes to condos. Great if you're a buyer, not so great if you're a seller. Thanks for watching. Have an awesome day.